Oh, hi there. I'm Joe, and I'm going to tell you some things. That's
Taylor, hi, I'm back here.
that's Taylor. We're finishing off our 2 weeks of Trump, and we're going to go back to giving you regular things that you care about, regular things that are tips. But I brought up Trump's name in this video because it helps with the view count. So
It's SEO.
it will be legally in the description. We will legally have talked about him, and legally you will have had all the clicky views. So if you would like to stay tuned, find out later, we'll mention his name again for more views. So this is called honesty. This is how like network news shows and people on YouTube should be, right? They talk about Trump.
Yeah.
They're only doing it for views. I don't care about views for people like Trump. I care about views for actually helping you with things. This is what the show's about, right?
Or blaming me.
Or blaming Taylor.
Yeah.
This is what the show's about. Is that our highest rated of all time show?
As of this recording, sadly, yes, it is. But it could be beat it though. You guys can help us out. Beat that video.
Personal things always get more viewers. Fighting with Taylor. We'll probably get into like a bickering shouting match again about that because now the sign is taken down from Santana Tacos.
Burritos.
Santana Burritos. It's really upset. So now it's real. Now the sign's actually down. It's real. It's over with. The place is gone. Didn't start the timer. But I'm gonna tell you some things. This is actually really good. This is a question that came in. I as you know,
Not from Dre.
as you know, sorry. Stretch it here. Okay, as you know.
I like your armpit sweat. Nice.
Sorry about that. This is a very hot show. This is actually, no, it's the design of the t-shirt. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. We're very silly on this show. Okay. So as you guys know, I'm a huge, successful businessman, and I own several businesses, including housing, consulting, whatever, stuff like that. And as you know, I get questions all the time, right?
Yes.
Right?
From Dre, who you insult.
From Dre. Well, he calls the show and insults, or he calls the show and wants questions answered. He has more questions for other show. We actually got other people too besides Dre, which is fun, stuff like that. But there's actually something really funny. So I heard when Taylor asked the questions, and the questions came in, he immediately insulted the people asking the questions, telling them those aren't the right questions, which is really funny because I heard about this earlier, and then he brought it up like that was okay and that was fine. But if you ask questions to the show, not only am I gonna like say something about you too, but Taylor will live insult you on the Facebook and the Twitter page.
It was just let them know that we record shows ahead of time and they might not be topical.
Did you think that the first time some of our listeners would ask questions, that insulting them would be the best approach?
I liked the comment.
Okay.
That's like etiquette where you're supposed to like, okay, thank you.
It was just really funny though. I don't know. He's just typical.
I'll reach out to Michelle later and apologize.
If you don't know Taylor, it's just typical Taylor. Like he would be like, "Hey guys, help me out with this," and then as soon as they do it, you've done it wrong. Thanks for your help, but no thanks. You didn't tell them like what was okay or not okay for questions for the show. You asked for questions for the show, and then once they asked you, you insulted them immediately. I'm just telling you, this might be why the taco place closed. The place closed down.
I'll be back taco place. Okay.
You have a habit of doing weird stuff, is what I'm telling you. He's trying to do it right now. You guys can't see this. You can't see this, but he's actually on his phone trying to go back to the post and apologize right now on the phone. He can't let it go. He cannot let it go. He has to go back right now and say, I called him out for it, and he has to go say he's sorry.
I'll put it on there. I'll put it down there.
Yes. He put the phone down now because I was saying it on the video.
I'll wait to get into your rant and I'll in your little, not rant, but your little.
It sounds like a rant, but it's not a rant. Okay. I'm gonna help you guys out with the question. I got a question for my financial company. I got a question that came in for a text, and what happened was one of our clients, who's also a friend of ours, Taylor's doing it now. He's doing it right now. One of the clients that was a friend of ours asked, I have something negative on my credit report, and it wasn't my fault. How do I get it removed? And now, sometimes you can get things removed off your credit report. Sometimes you can't. But this is more about how to get results with customer service, because this is a way that it gets. Did you send something?
No, I didn't.
Okay. He's smiling back there. You guys can't see that he's smiling. But this is how to get results with customer service. Now, what happens a lot of times is people complain about their customer service experience, and they complain about them not handling it a certain way and why it didn't work out for them and why they're upset, right? So what I'm going to tell you is a sure, effective way to get results every time with customer service and support. It helped in this situation. It may help with you. It helped me with dealing with Sprint before. It helped him dealing with his bank issue before. I don't want to I can bring up Sprint because I'm no longer a customer. They can do nothing to me. I'm now in the T-Mobile club. Taylor?
I'm not sure what that means.
Are you in the T-Mobile club?
I'm AT&T.
Yeah, he's a sellout. That's what that is. So, when people talk about getting help from customer service, Taylor, what's the worst thing you can do if you want help for customer service?
Me cuss and insult people and yell at them.
Yeah.
It's their fault.
Yeah, that too. And also calling the customer service line.
Oh, okay. That works too.
I'm not even kidding. Okay. If you want things like off your bill, or if you want simple things added to your account, or you have a small error, customer service is great for calling because they can handle things like that, right? But when you have something seriously happen to you,
That's just me.
Okay, that's you.
So, you, Joe.
Hey, he's freaking me out back there. So if you have things that happen to you that are very, very serious and need to be handled very seriously,
yes.
Say something didn't get shipped to you, you're overcharged significantly, you have things appear on your credit report that you didn't necessarily want to appear in your credit report from a bank or whatever, things like that, right? The best way to get results for customer service is write a stern but effective letter. And you can see these online. You can Google customer service letters. A lot of our instructions on the show will be to Google things. Believe it or not, people don't actually know the first detail of most things is Googling it. So you can actually go get customer service letters online. You can get templates for it, and you can customize it to your situation. But the best way to get immediate results and to get results for a serious problem is type up the letter for customer service, type it up pertaining to your situation, 3 paragraphs, tell them what had happened to you, or why you're upset about it, and what you want them to do about it in the second paragraph, and in the third paragraph, what you intend to do if they don't do something about it. Taylor, you ever done that?
I have not.
Okay.
Except with San Burrito, and they shut down.
Well, you could do what Taylor did and just you get the place closed down. I mean, you can do that too. But when people go on things like Yelp, when people go on things and they leave bad reviews about a place or whatever, it's not the best way to get your problem solved. The best way is to start at customer service, but chances are they don't usually help with that, right? Yeah. Write that down, put that in your letter. And the best way nowadays to get help on this stuff, this is so funny, Google executives for the company. And jerks like me and people out on forums, they have lists for every executive at the company, and they have their emails, they have their phone numbers, they have their offices to contact. They have all kinds of great information out there that's everywhere to get. Sometimes you can even tweet the CEO of T-Mobile, John LeGray, right?
Yeah.
You can tweet him and he'll help you out with things too, right? But if you have a serious problem and customer service isn't handling it for you, you might want to consider the Joe solution. Write in the letter, Googling every executive, significant executive for the company, not just every executive, but president, vice president, the executive, managing director, whatever, right? Find out their information, taking a copy of that letter, emailing it to all of them, and then waiting for a response.
What if you BCC them?
Or BCC them, stuff like that, right?
One letter, BCC everybody.
Exactly, right? Because I'm telling you right now, this really works because Joe tells you, I'm telling you. If you have bad customer service and you have a problem with something that was provided to you and they're not helping you out on the phone and you don't know where to start there. Because there's nothing that executives for a company hate worse than getting harassed by customers. They really do. They hate it. They hate it so much. They can't stand it, right? So chances are, if you send them the angry complaint letter with what had happened to you and what you expect to get resolved, they'll have someone handle it for you, or they'll handle it themselves, and you'll get the thing you want resolved done. So what had happened was, a friend of mine, there was a recurring membership, a gym membership, got billed on a bank account, billed on the bank account got depleted, the money was out of the account, and then what had happened, this happens lately, probably hasn't happened to Taylor, but if you have a credit card at that company too, for some reason what they're doing is if your bank account overdrafts, they bill the overdraft to your credit card, and then now you owe the credit card, which is really weird, right? So like, I've heard that happening twice. I heard it happening with a friend of mine, and then this client would talk to me about it, right?
Yeah.
So what happens is you don't know what happened. You don't know. You got billed, and then all of a sudden you got a late ding on your credit report. So what happened in this case, I suggested the scenario, and I suggested what to do, and he did it, and great results. They were able to handle it for him. So we could actually send you to a website with like letter templates, things like that. But this solution, if you're having trouble with customer service, you're having trouble with these type of situations, and you're getting nowhere and you're getting just frustrated, don't sit in the queue. Don't sit on hold. Don't call the company and talk to a minimum wage customer service agent, or maybe a customer service agent that's like in India, overseas, whatever, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Go directly and do the Joe method, and you will get results. You will definitely get results. You will definitely get things that you weren't expecting. And usually if an executive or a higher up sees, it doesn't work if you're on the phone. It doesn't work. If you're on the phone and say, can I talk to a manager? You're not talking to a manager. You're talking to their friend sitting next to them in the customer service center.
Yeah.
But if you go online, you'll find out that different companies that you have a problem with have these executive complaint departments. You can get it handled through them, and you'll get things handled. Now, I don't recommend being a jerk and doing this for every little thing, but if you have something serious like what happened on a client's credit report, you don't want to mess with customer service in that situation. You don't want to mess with customer service because they're not going to be able to handle that situation, and they're not going to get results for you, and you need immediate results. Try this method. You'll be pleasantly surprised in the way things get handled for you. And I think if you write to Taylor this time and have a question for the show,
I will not insult you.
I think you might be surprised. I think that our executive team looked at the Facebook, and you might get the results you were looking for next time, and you might not get insulted. Will they get insulted?
No, they will not.
No, we don't care. We'll totally insult you. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, you got to understand.
Bob.
You understand. Bob, Dre, our homeless friend who watches the show. Ask us questions. Find out. You'll be surprised. All right. That's Joe, and I told you about how to deal with customer service problems.